Often, the most perplexing mysteries have the simplest solutions. The most complex questions, the simplest answers. Sometimes we seek long and hard, only to find the solutions and answers lie right before us. In a reference book under T for the Twilight Zone.
Wiley Whitlow, where the devil did you come from?
My farm. Walk.
You walked all this way from your place?
Anything to get out of that house. I got a daughter getting married in 2 weeks.
I know what you mean. Got 2 daughters of my own. Tell you what, you give me a hand getting this tire on where it belongs, and I'll give you a lift back.
Don't need no lift back.
It's got to be 5 or 6 miles, even cutting across the fields like you did.
Mr. Henrys, would you mind coming over here a minute?
Yeah, Wiley?
Over here.
Are you from Washington?
Hi. Edward Sayers.
Where are the others?
What others?
When I called Senator Westphalen and explained the urgency of the situation, I thought for sure he'd send a team.
I'm afraid I'm the team.
Doesn't he understand what's going on
Look,
here?
this lab kit may look like it only weighs 60 pounds, but it actually weighs closer to 80. Do you think we could go wherever it is we're going so that I could set it down?
Sorry. Come on.
Thanks. As I understand it, the first few cases weren't that unusual. The, town derelict and some of his cronies?
Then it started spreading. First it was the farmers, then a couple people who worked at the bank, then the mayor. It's over 25 people now.
And there's no working profile? All age groups, all races, all income brackets? They just suddenly started going...
Crazy. Insane. This morning it was my father.
This is Mr. Strickland?
Uh-huh.
Her father?
Yeah.
Thanks. Hello, Mr. Strickland. My name's Edward Sayers.
Hello, Sayers. I'd like to ask you to sit down, but as you see, my house is being redone.
I'd like to ask you some questions.
Ask anything you want. I'm no gossip. That's what made me a big man in this town.
I met your daughter. She's very nice.
Daughter? I don't have any daughters. I got sons. 9 of them. All big, strapping farmers, just like their old man. Daughter.
Mr. Strickland, what happened this morning? Do you remember?
Yes. Yes, I remember. The milk on my cereal was sour. I had to speak to my wife about it.
Where is your wife?
She's dead. She's been dead about 5 years now.
But you spoke to her this morning about the sour milk.
Well, wouldn't you?
Then what happened?
I went out to get the paper. Damn delivery boy threw it right over the house. Never could find it. And then old Mrs. Hotchkiss stopped by.
Mrs. Hotchkiss's husband used to run the used car lot. About 2 days ago, she came home from the market, found him trying to walk across her clothesline. 72 years old. You don't mind this, do you?
No, not at all.
It's the only station we've got around here.
Do you have any brothers?
No, no sisters either. I'm an only child. Why?
I'm so glad you and your friend could stop by, Amanda. It's been so quiet out here these past couple of days.
And how is your husband, Mrs. Hotchkiss?
I didn't get by the hospital to see him today, but I saw him yesterday. We talked a little. Not much, though.
I saw Amanda's father, Mr. Strickland, earlier today, and he mentioned that you stopped by to see him this morning.
Lemon?
No.
Just a neighborly visit. I went by to ask him about planting marigolds. He has such a green thumb. When I saw him, he seemed perfectly all right to me. There was a woman once whose husband was in a coma. One night, she prayed that if he would come out of it, she would give up a year of her own life. The next morning, he awakened from the coma to find her dead. I guess the moral there is, don't make any deals and don't ask any questions.
Get something to tie your wrists, Amanda. A towel or something.
Sorry. We found some sandwiches in a vending machine.
Great.
Careful, they're hot. I nuked them in a microwave.
Thanks.
You find anything?
Nothing. In the air or the water. All toxic contents are well below the EPA accepted safe levels.
So it's nothing people breathed or drank.
Doesn't look like it.
You know, I've been thinking. Maybe it's a disease. A very contagious disease.
Amanda.
No, it fits. I've been tracing it back. It's like some weird chain letter. Jesse Fielding went insane right after he talked to Sarah Moss. Sarah right after she talked to the mayor, and the mayor had just been to the bank to see Jack Henry's. My dad came down with it after Mrs. Hotchkiss came over, and she had just been to the hospital to see her husband the day before.